Hi, how are you? It's nice to meet you. Let me introduce myself. My name is Albert Nelson and I'm studying University Technocrat Indonesia and my class Management 25B. Oke, saya di sini akan menjelaskan apa sih itu ilmu ekonomi mikro. Jadi saya akan di sini menjelaskan apa itu ilmu ekonomi mikro dan apa isi-isinya di dalam sana itu. Oke, tanpa berlama-lama kita akan mempelajarinya sekarang. Oke, di sini ada namanya Basic Economic Concept. Mari kita akan mulai materi kali ini. Oke, di sini kita akan mempelajari ada economic sense, scarcity, opportunity, unity, cost, economics principles, basic economic problems, economic system. Oke, apa sih itu economic? Economic. The term economic was first introduced by the Greek philosopher Xenophon. Consists of the word oikos, meaning family of household, and nomos, meaning rules, regulation, and laws. Therefore, economic can be simple defined as the principle, regulation, and method of managing of household. Broadly defined, economic is the science that studies the behavior of individuals and societies, how needs are unlimited and hows mean the sufficient them are limited. Meanwhile, economics macroeconomics is the study of the economy as a whole. Macroeconomics example economic change that affects many societies, companies, and markets. Macroeconomics can be used to analyze the best ways to influence policy targets, such as economic growth, price stability, employment, and the achievement of sustainable balance of payment. Jadi itu apa sih ekonomis? Oke, selanjutnya ada classification of economies. According to Alfred Weissteiner, there are three group of economies session, namely. Di sini ada yang pertama ada descriptive economics, yang kedua ada applied economics, yang ketiga ada theoretical economics. Apa sih itu descriptive economics? Descriptive economics, namely the science of the economics, that's description, that's data the explain various phenomena and realitas. Examples: workforce size, union structures, origins and history of economics institution. Yang kedua ada applied economics. Applied economics, namely the science of economics that use the generous framework and analysis provided by economic theory to example the cause and significance of event reported by descriptive economics. Yang ketiga ada theoretical economics. Economics theory is the branch of economics that provides a simple flat explanation of how an economic system works and the important characteristics of such a system. Jadi di sini ada klasifikasi dari Alfred W. Stonil ada tiga, ada descriptive economics, applied economics, theoretical economics. Next, kita akan membahas scarcity. Economics problem arise from an imbalance between needs and recourse. Human demands of goods and service in unlimited, while the resources available to produce them are very limited. This imbalance results in scarcity and shortages. Based on this definition, there are several causes of scarcity, namely. Di sini ada population growth, human consumptive nature, productivation limitation, natural disaster, geographical location. Lalu kita akan masuk ke opportunity cost. Costs are scarcities made to achieve a goals. In the company, costs are scarcities made to produce a products, market a products of perform other activation. If the scarcities is made to produce a products, then the cost of scarcities is called productivation cost. If the cost is made to market a product, then the cost is called marketing cost. Next. Okay. Economics principles. Di sini ada 4 prinsip ekonomi. Yang pertama ada every individual must always make trade-off, namely. Consumptions atau productions based on a significant reduction in the consumption or production of one good to increase the consumption production of another good or with the same purchasing power or cost. Yang kedua ada cost is what is scarcified to obtain something. In economics, identification expenditures or scarification must be done as carefully as possible because in concurs what will be reserved or not recovered in the future in connection with task expenditures of scarcities. Yang ketiga, rations people think instincts. One of the most important economy teaching in the call to be ration in both consumption and production based on the one's way of thinking. Yang keempat, every economy actor reacts to incentives. In reality, the benchmark for economic actor in meeting their needs is all to compare the cost incurred and the benefit compensated. Requires reacting to a price increase will cause customers to reduce consumption of the good. But on the other hand, producer will increase production. Jadi ini adalah 4 prinsip ekonomi. Ada 4 ya. Oke, kita masuk ke basic economy problems. Basic on the analytical method used in economics. Economists have been able to identify the various economy problems faced by associates into 3 main use. Namely, di sini ada 3. Ada what goods will be produced and how much, atau what. Yang kedua ada how are the goods produced, how, for whom are the goods produced, atau from whom. Yang pertama di sini ada what. This is carefully read to the property scans for meeting community needs, because producing goods that are not needs will be wasteful and result in significant losses for producers. Yang kedua ada how. There are various methods for producing goods, the most common of which are traditional methods, namely farming or raising livestock, or agriculture, followed by processing or manufacturing industry, or individually sourcing from natural resources, such as fish of forest products. Yang ketiga, di sini ada for home. In reality, the economic level of individuals varies from one person to another, as some individuals have very high, adequate, low, and very low ability. For each of the status, producers must adjust their production, or in this case there might be more than one. Jadi ini adalah basic economy problems. Ada 3 ya. Ada what, ada home, ada for whom. Next. Jadi kita akan masuk lagi ke ekonomi yang baru ya, ekonomi sistem. That regarding the definition of this economic system, there are many opinions that provide an understanding of what the definition of an economic system actually is. Oke, di sini ada definisi dari tokoh-tokoh lain. Ada Morgan dan Minardi. Menurut Morgan, definisi ekonomi sistem adalah that an economic system is part of a constellation atau collection of economic, social, political, institution, and ideas. Dan ada menurut Winardi, dia menjelaskan that an economic system is collection of elements that connected, and these elements are direction toward achieving certain general goals. Okay, next. Okay, kita akan masuk ke faktor influence the economic system. Very economy is influenced by number of forces that can affect a country economic system, including. Yang pertama ada historical and cultural source, ideals, decipher, and attitudes of the inhabitants. Yang kedua ada nature's resource, including its elements. Ketiga, the philosophy held and advocates by the majority of the inhabitants. Yang keempat, theory things conducted by the inhabited in the past or present regarding how to achieve their cause, ideals, and goals. Yang kelima ada trials and error conducted by inhabited in their search for economic tools. Oke, kita akan membahas faktor influencing the economic system. Furthermore, according to the National Resilience Institutes or Lemhanas, there are 8 factors that influence a nation's economic system, namely. Jadi sini faktor influencing the economic system ada 4. Yang pertama ada its philosophy and ideology, kedua its accumulated knowledge, yang ketiga ada its moral values and custom, yang keempat ada its demographic characteristic, kelima in its aesthetic value norms and culture, keenam its national legal system, yang ketujuh its political system, dan yang terakhir its social subsystem including past historical experience and experiment in realizing its economic goals. Jadi ini adalah faktor influencing the economic system, ada 8. Oke, itu saja materi tentang ilmu ekonomi Riko. Ada banyak yang kita pelajari dari ilmu ekonomi mikro ini, dari ekonomi sen, scarcity, opportunity cost, economics principle, basic economy problems, economy system. Oke, baik. Sampai sini saja materinya. Terima kasih telah menonton. Sampai jumpa di next materi selanjutnya. Thank you for watching my video and bye-bye.